Hello, I'm Patty. I'm a jewelry designer here at Fire Mountain Gems and Beads, and today I'm going to take you through making these beautiful gold gemstone chandelier earrings. Let's get started. First, let's take a look at what's going to be in these earrings. We've got these beautiful bronze matte heme-alike flowers, some turquoise chips, rondelles, and nuggets, and some different gold finish components. I'm going to set those out of the way. You can see that the chandelier component that we have has three spaces for drops at the bottom and a connector at the top. We'll just set that out to the side. First, we'll start off with the little dangles here on the earrings. You can see that some of them are connected with chains, so I'm going to construct those all before I attach them to the earrings, so they're all ready. So I've pre-cut some chain here. Just kind of set those aside and then in the different lengths necessary. And then I'll cut a few other lengths here. This is the chain. When I cut chain, I really like to measure, when it's a short measurement like this, by the link rather than by the millimeter or inch. So I'll need a few that are 5 lengths long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll cut one there. I'm going to put my thumb over that so the metal component doesn't fly up into my face. That's pretty important. And I think one more of those. 5 lengths long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cut the link right above the one that I want to keep. Put my thumb over that so it doesn't fly up. So we've got a couple that are 4, one that's 3, and several that are 5. So I'm just going to follow the pattern that's on the earring that I've already got existing, and to do that I'll kind of spread it out so I can visually see how many links I'm working with for each of these. So this first one, I'm going to grab one of these cute little ball head pins and a snowflake jasper round bead on one of these little gold rondelles. And then I'm just going to use my fingernail to make a nice tight, almost a 90-degree bend right up against the bead, just like that. And then I'll grab my round nose pliers. I'm just going to make a simple loop at the top of this. Real close to the bead, as close as I can. I'm going to put close to the tip of my round nose because I want a fairly small loop. And I'm just going to push that around with my fingers until it stops. Adjust my pliers a little bit and then push it more until I get it all the way around as far as it'll go. Then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to roll them so I can get it really tight against the bead. Put my fingernail there at the juncture and then roll it back a little bit. So I've got a nice tight loop right at the top, a nice round one. Then I'll take some chain nose pliers and I'll bend that away so I can really get close in there with my flush cutters. Then I'm going to take the outside of the flush cutter toward the piece I'm going to keep, so the inside should be on the tail side. And then I'm going to put my finger over that so it doesn't fly off and snip it off. Then I'll take my chain nose and I'll bend that all up straight so I have a nice round loop at the top there. You can see it's open, but I am going to take my chain nose and bend the tail of that out a little bit sideways. Whenever you're opening a loop or a jump ring, always open it sideways. That's really important. You get a nice tight fit when you close it back that way. Let's see, and this guy is on 3 links of chain. So I'm going to grab one of my 3 links of chain and then close that back with my chain nose plier. just the tip of it, so it's nice and snug. I kind of rock it back and forth. So I've got a nice, tight, closed connection, so that's not going to come off with that chain. And then I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, the next thing we'll do is make the second dangle here, which is just a turquoise nugget with a little gold rondelle and a ball head pin. So I'll go ahead and thread those together. There we go. And then I'm just going to use my fingernail to kind of push that, make a bend, about a 90-degree bend in the wire, right up against the beads. Use my round nose, push the tail around as far as it'll go, kind of adjust it and push it some more so it goes all the way around. And then I'm going to snug that right up against the beads and then bend it back so I have a really nice close loop. Use my flush cutters to cut that off. And the outside of the flush cutter goes against the piece that I want to keep. Put my finger over that so the tail doesn't fly up at me. And then I'll straighten it out with my chain nose and make sure that it's oriented the way that I want, that little loop. And then I'll open the loop sideways a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put this right on the chandelier component right now. Because it doesn't attach to chain, this particular one. And I'm going to close it back sideways. And when I close it, I like to kind of rock it back and forth with the chain nose so it gets a really nice tight connection right up against the bead and won't come off. I'll make my next chain dangle, which is just a turquoise nugget threaded on a ball head pin. So I'll just select the one that I want and thread that on. Make my bend. Make my simple loop here at the top. Push that tail all the way around as far as it will go. That gives you that nice round loop. And then use my chain nose to bend that away a little bit so I can really easily access the tail that I want to cut off. Put my finger over that. And then I'm going to thread that onto one of my sets of 5 chain links. And then rock that close with my chain nose pliers sideways back and forth until it's a really nice snug connection. I'll set those aside. So we've got all of our dangles made for the bottom part of the earring. And we've got some jump rings here to attach each of them. We've got a snowflake jasper dangle, a turquoise chip, a hemalike flower, and then a little combination snowflake jasper and turquoise, and then another turquoise element. So just checking against the design here, we've got everything we need. I'm going to go ahead and attach those to the chandelier component with jump rings. Okay. So next we'll make the little dangle hanging from the center, which is just one of these ball pins, ball head pin. And then it's got kind of a slight chip. I'll choose a small one so it fits in there. Oh, that one is broken. Let's try another one. Okay. So I'm going to choose kind of a smaller chip, throw that on there, and then one of the gold rondelles, and then one of the Himalaya flowers. Going to make that little 90-degree bend. And there's not very much tail there, so I'll probably use the rest of that tail, the whole tail, to make my loop. I might not have to cut anything off. In order to do that, I'm going to use my round nose really close to the end there and just roll in a loop. Just make sure it's nice and snug. I'll open that up sideways. And I'm going to, let me make sure I have a nice big opening on this because it's kind of a thicker wire here. We're going to go around this wire through this loop on the bottom of it. So I'm going to come from the back so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Hang it, and then I'm going to kind of clamp it with my hand so it stays where I want it. And then close that sideways, rock it closed, get that nice connection. It's not quite close, so I'm going to do it again. It's really worth it to take your time on this and double check and make sure everything's snug. Okay, that's great. Now all we have to do is finish our ear wire. I love these open shank ear wires like this because you can add elements and customize them. So let's see what we've got here. We started with a snowflake jasper. And then it's got a rondelle and a chip. So we'll put on a rondelle. And I'll choose a chip that I feel like will fit how I want it to. And this one's got kind of a narrow space on it. I'm going to try a different one. Chips, sometimes it's a little bit of a trial and error to find just the right one for the element that you're making at the current time. And that's okay. All right, I like that. A little bit of interest there, visual interest. It's not just uniform. Okay, so once I've got my 3 elements threaded onto the shank of my ear wire, I'm going to make a 90-degree bend, just like I would on the dangles. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and kind of toward the end, I'm going to just roll it up. Really tight against it, just like that. Then I'm going to take my fingernail and kind of bend it back against it like that. So I have a really nice tight loop. Then just like the dangles, I'm going to bend that away. Take my flush cutter and with the outside of the flush cutter facing toward the piece I'm keeping and the inside toward the tail, I'm going to get really close. I'm going to cut that off. And then I'll square it up. So we've got a really nice round loop on our ear wire. Then I'm going to take my chain nose and open that up sideways, just a little bit, and thread on my chandelier component and snug it back up. I'm going to rock it in till it's a really nice close connection like that. And there you have your gold gemstone chandelier earring. We love doing these tutorials for you. There are a lot more, so make sure and check out the Learn section on our website to look for others, and we'll see you next time.